Hey y'all. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Vashan here with a not so random thought. I have been spending my Saturday writing and reading and studying. That's what I do in my free time. People think it's strange. I don't watch TV anymore. And my kids think it's totally bizarre. They're like, Ma, how can you just not watch TV? I have to be mindful of what goes in and have to be mindful of what has my focus. And television is just a purpose drainer, in my opinion. Now, again, I'm not saying stop watch TV, boycott TV. No, but for myself, that's just not what I do. I'd rather be reading, I'd rather be studying, I'd rather be doing something that's benefiting me as a mother, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a friend, as a woman. So I'm always reading stuff. So I was thinking about something and I decided to share it with you. Hey Cynthia, how you doing? Hey LaShonda, how are you? And I want to share with you all what's on my mind. Literally, these are the thoughts on my mind as I read and as I write and as I do my things. So the first thought, and I posted this, words matter. And people don't really consider the gravity and the weight of words. People just feel like they can say whatever they want without any consequence. They can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want, and nothing's going to come from it. But I am a firm believer in the word. I'm a faith-based woman. I'm a minister. I'm a Christian. I unapologetically love God. And the word says life and death are in the power of the tongue. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, meaning what you say can bring life, it can bring death. I remember I was talking to a scientist friend of mine, and there was a study. There were these scientists that spoke mean words over these plants. They just said, "You're horrible, you're terrible," and just was saying mean things on these plants. And then another set of plants, they were saying nice things to them. "Oh, you're so wonderful, you're so beautiful," and da 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 da. The plants that got the mean words died quicker. Literally, the plants died quicker. So what do you think your words do to you? What do you think the words that come out of your mouth, how do they affect what's around you? How do they affect people? How do they even affect you? So that goes back to my first point. That's why I'm very careful about what I watch. I'm very careful about what I do. I'm very careful about what I say. I'm being very, very intentional in this season, because in this season I'm recognizing what I say, what I do will manifest or will keep me away from what God has for me. So I got to be very intentional with my words. So my first, I guess you said, the preacher said, my first point is be careful with your words. A lot of people on social media are distraught and distressed because they don't have the support they want. Oh, people don't support black owned business. People don't support women. People have their own little cliques, and it's all about popularity and da 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 and all this other corny stuff. Literally, you're not going to get the support that you're looking for if you're constantly complaining about not getting support. Can I help you? I'll never talk about anybody supporting me or not, because I know who my audience is. I know what I'm doing. I know what it's directed to. So you're never going to hear me putting a lot of negativity out. And on my social media platforms, I have been very intentional about who I allow on my timelines and such. Like, if you are constantly negative, if you're constantly in drama, if you constantly got something to say, them chicks will be saying those subliminal posts and all that stuff. Yeah, I'll block you quick. I done blocked so many people in this season, and I'm waiting for somebody to say something to me. Allergies, not COVID. I'm waiting for somebody to say something to me. Like, Bashan, why'd you block me? Sis, you are negative 24 hours a day. I cannot take it. I can't read it. I can't look at it. I don't want it on my timeline. I don't want it in my headspace. I don't want it anywhere around me. So blocked it, got it away from me. And I'm understanding that it's just helping me, again, as a mother, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. It's very important that you're intentional about what comes in and out of your ears and your eyes and your mouth. So that's my first point. Second point, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. If you don't know the definition of emotional intelligence, I highly suggest you Google it. And then I highly suggest you grab some books on emotional intelligence and why it's important to have a high emotional intelligence. See, I got to quit moving. That's ADD in me. It's very important for you to have a high emotional intelligence, especially as a leader, as a business owner, if you're trying to do something. That means you have control over your emotions. You have control over the way that you empathize with people. You have control with the way that you deal with people. You don't take everything personally. Everything's not about you. It's not, that narcissistic stuff, the whole world revolves around me type stuff. You have a very high sense of how emotions affect everything around you. And I've been very intentional in this season to watch my emotional intelligence. Why? I'm naturally aggressive. Natural being, natural alpha female. I like to fight. And I say that not like in a violent way, but like play fight. I like, boxing. I like, all that stuff. I'm naturally aggressive. So I understand how my personality comes across to people. I've heard people say, Bashan, I'm intimidated. And I'm like, why? I ain't done nothing to you. They're like, you just got this intimidating energy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm naturally aggressive. So I'm constantly trying to do things to soften myself up. One thing that I don't do anymore, I don't argue with anybody. Because a lot of people like going back and forth. I punch you in the face. No, I'm just playing. No. A lot of people like going back and forth, and I understand going back and forth with people and arguing and all that. It doesn't do anything for my natural aggressive being. So I'm like, you know what? You feel like you're right, you got it. Like, I have nothing to prove. So you right? All right, cool. You say that 2 + 2 is 5. All right, it says 2 + 2 is 5. The grass is blue and the sky's green. Like, whatever you say goes. Like, I have nothing to prove to anybody, so I just leave it at that. So I just wanted to encourage and admonish somebody. Be very mindful of your words and be very mindful of your emotional intelligence. Your emotions can keep you out of places that God has designed for you. You can get in your feelings about something. You can get in your feelings about someone. You can have thoughts about something or someone that could be totally off base, and you can ruin your bag. So you have to have a high emotional intelligence to deal with people. I'm learning as I'm going in different circles and dealing with different people and different personalities. I have to be very, very mindful of all of that. There are people that I deal with on a very regular basis that I wouldn't say I rock with, I G with. We just, it's no beef, no shade, no tea, nothing like that. It's just our personalities are very different, and I'm okay with that. And I don't have to like you and love you to go ahead and get this bag, but I understand that it's up to me to control, 1, my words, and 2, to have a very solid hold on my emotional intelligence. I see a lot of people talking themselves out of opportunities. You can't get on social media and blast people. I'm telling you, if you are a business owner and you get on social media and blast people, you are limiting your social capital. You are limiting your profitability. You are limiting your opportunities. You don't know who is connected to who. So yeah, you think you're going to call sis out, but sis's best friend works in the financial department of who you trying to get into. And now sis tells her best friend, don't rock with her because she runs her mouth on social media. And now you done affected your bag because you blasted somebody on social media. It's a bad look. It is a bad look. I promise you, there are people to this day. I promise you, I'll be telling the Holy Ghost, please keep me grounded, because I done forgave people I should have beat up. I done forgave people. I done gave you a pass. I should not give you a pass. I should have dealt with you correctly. But I understand emotional intelligence. And my words matter. You see that aggression? I gotta watch that. Y'all listen. It's real. So I just want to encourage a woman, encourage a business owner, encourage an entrepreneur. Be just mindful of these things. There's a reason that I read all the time. See my glasses? I read all the time. I'm making sure that I am getting information that's beneficial. I'm making sure that I'm doing stuff that's serving me as a woman. I'm doing stuff that serves me as a mother. I'm doing stuff that serves me as an entrepreneur. I'm doing stuff that serves me as a boss. I run 3 corporations now. 3. I got staff. I got people I have to deal with. I have to be on point all the time. So I have to be mindful. I have to say, you know what, Bashan, that don't even deserve your time. They ain't even worth it. They ain't even your audience. Sister's over here running her mouth and she don't even know what really is going on. So last but certainly not least, I'm going to give y'all one more piece of free game advice. Stop letting people talk you out of what God has told you about your business. That was a big, 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 big thing for me. Stop letting people talk you out of the thing that you know is right for your business, the thing that's right for you as a business owner, what's right for you as a mother. Stop allowing people to talk you out of stuff. Prime example, in 2015, I had a logo. V&E, Vashawn Nicole Enterprises. I didn't have a business. I didn't have a book. I didn't have an investor. I didn't have a business plan. I had a logo and I had a word from God. He said, Vashawn, you are going to have these businesses. This is what you're going to do. And I remember sharing my logo with a friend of mine. Now, this friend, I know she didn't mean anything by this, but I was going through a lot back then. I was going through a lot, and I'm writing another book, so I'm going to tell y'all the full story. I was going through a lot. And she told me, you know what, Vashawn, I don't think it's time for you to launch out as an entrepreneur. I don't think it's time for you to be a business owner. I don't think it's time for you to do what God says right now. This is a Christian woman. I don't think it's your time. I think you should wait on that idea. Wait, give yourself a few years, get yourself together, and then launch out. Make sure that you feel better first, and then launch out. Make sure you got the support that you need, and that you think you need, and then launch out. And when she told me that, it made me mad at first, because I told you about that aggressive woman. I was like, sis. But I said, no, let me go ahead, take it back to God. And God said, I said what I said. Do what I said do. And so in the midst of non-support, in the midst of drama, in the midst of rumors, in the midst of mess, there was so much stuff that was going on, guys. Listen, I am writing a book. A whole book. I can't even tell y'all the title yet because it's gonna cause some issues with the saints. But I'm writing a book to tell my full story for the last 5 years and all the great things that's happened, but the other side of the story as well. But anyway, if I would have listened to this woman, I would have missed the opportunity that God had for me. If I would have listened to my friend, this is my girl. I know she got my back. I know she loves me. I know she didn't mean me harm, but she was just speaking out of her context and her frame of reference. She didn't know where God was going to have me in the next 5 years, so I had to do what he said when he said do it, even though it didn't look right on the outside. I didn't have what I thought I should have. I didn't get what I thought I should have gotten, but praise be to God, 5 years later, I'm sitting in a place that I would have never imagined. So I just want to encourage you. Weigh the advice that you get from people. People tell me stuff all the time. Vashawn, you need to hustle in silence. Sis, what businesses have you sold? Like, you can't tell me what to do with my business plan because you don't know why I do what I do. There's a brand strategy behind everything that I do. So there's a reason that I have to do the things that I do. I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll just see it when everybody else does. So I just wanted to encourage an entrepreneur. Make sure you are hearing from God. Make sure you are muting the voices that don't matter. Make sure you are being mindful with your words. Make sure you have a high emotional intelligence. Limit the time that you watch TV. Now, every once in a while, I might catch something, Boo might want to go watch a show or whatever. I watch some TV with him, but typically on my day-to-day, I don't think I've watched TV literally for 4 weeks. Yeah, I check the news on CNN on my phone and then I get off real quick because I don't want anything affecting my mind, anything affecting my thoughts and my feelings and my emotion and all that stuff. So just wanted to encourage you all, be mindful. Your bag, your next opportunity, and the thing that you are desiring from God is contingent on what you do right now. All right, y'all, listen, it is a great day to make it a great day. It's cloudy out here, but it feels good to me, so I'm sitting outside and I'm reading and I'm enjoying all this good fresh air. So today's a great day to make it a great day, so I hope you do just that. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to reach out. I love to discuss anything via inbox. Until then, I will talk to you all soon. Y'all be blessed. Peace.